Welcome to the final matchup of round one of Pro Wrestling Jeopardy. I'm the host, future Hall of Famer Scotty B. Let's bring in our contestants for today. We have Outlaw Nate. How you making out, man? Good?
Yep, right, I'll get here.
And we have Ian also. Hey, how you doing, man?
We're good.
Good, right on. So you guys seen this? You kind of know how it rolls. I'll kind of jump right into it. I flip a coin. Ian, I'll let you call it in the air, heads or tails. Okay. Then we start up from there. Because you guys both seen an episode, right? Like it's not like regular Jeopardy where it's like you run the board, you go one, you guess one, I got
right.
What are you calling?
Tails.
And it is heads. So Outlaw Nate, you get the first shot. Let me get the board up. And here we go. Share. Just let me know when you can see that.
I can see it.
Right on. You guys are all there. Okay, so actually, hold on a second. Let me change your name here. There we go. All right. Go ahead with your pick there.
Let's go with this day in history for 100.
This famous Japanese promotion held their first show in this day in 1972.
Oh man.
I know, that's where we were talking about how the 100s are all screwy. I guarantee the next round, boys, it's all figured out. I promise. I promise you that.
I have no idea.
Want to give it a guess?
No.
All right. Ian, you want to give it a shot?
I'll just say Noah.
No. All Japan Pro Wrestling.
Oh, man. That was my next guess.
Oh, good, man. Go ahead. It's your go, Ian.
Let's go Under the Hood for 100.
Black Blood, WCW. Who is that? Got the little picture there, too.
I don't. Bruiser Bro.
No. Nate?
Oh. I'm just going to throw out a guess.
Yeah, do it up, man.
I'm just going to guess Crush.
Billy Jack Haynes. Crazy Billy Jack, who's out of his fucking mind. Nuts. You ever seen his interviews? Billy Jack Haynes?
I have not.
Oh, yeah. Take a look, man. You'll have a good time watching that lunatic. He's out of his mind. Totally crazy. Nate, your go.
Let's go with Under the Hood for 200.
Kato, WWF.
Oh.
What year were you guys born? Can I ask you quickly?
92.
Ah, shit. You weren't even around when these guys were around.
I was close.
Yeah, you were. Like, Kato was still there in 92, but you were like a baby, so you probably wouldn't have known what was going on.
Really didn't know get into my stride of wrestling yet.
Exactly. You want to give it a guess, Nate?
I have no idea.
Okay. Ian, you want to try?
Mr. Fuji.
Paul Diamond.
Okay. Don't know Paul Diamond.
All right. Ian, it's your go.
Let's do King of the Ring for 100.
This man won the first King of the Ring tournament ever in 1985 in a rare heel versus heel final. So this was King of the Ring before it was on pay-per-view. It was on house shows before that.
House shows. King Harley Race.
Good guess. Not right, but very good guess, Ian, because he won the year after. Nate, you want to give it a shot? You don't lose any points if you just guess it.
I'm just going to guess Bob Backlund.
Magnificent Morocco. He beat the Iron Sheik in the finals.
Okay.
Yeah, never came to light. Actually, the race one, supposedly the 86 one, that's supposedly out there in video. Being an old school fan, I want to see it. What's that?
Yeah, I was just listening to you. Wow. Okay.
Yeah. Nate, it's your go.
Let's go this day in history for 300.
The first WWE Unified Champion is crowned on this day in 2001. Who was it? October 21st, 2001.
Was it Chris Jericho?
You are correct, sir.
Good job, sir.
All right. Ian, it's your go.
Okay. Let's try WWF pay-per-views, closed circuit premium live events for 100.
What was the highest WWE buy rate ever for pay-per-view?
WrestleMania 35.
Close. Incorrect. Good guess. You're guessing good, man. You're getting close, Ian. You're getting close, buddy. Nate?
Oh, sorry, Nate.
That's okay, man.
Going to say WrestleMania 32.
33. Man, we were both close. You were closer.
All
Good
right. Nate, it's your go.
Let's go with this day in history for 200.
Jake Roberts, newly turned heel, is involved in this angle that is still talked about today. So what happens in this angle? It happened on this day. Like, what's the angle he's involved in?
Like, did this currently happen?
No. This is a long time ago.
That's what I thought. I thought.
Yeah.
Oh man, Jake.
But it's been talked about. Like, Jake's talked about it. It's been on DVDs and stuff like that.
Was it the Piper's Pit angle?
No. Ian, you want to give it a shot?
I'm just going to say when he was with The Undertaker, when he was attacking Macho Man Randy Savage.
Close. But the Cobra biting his arm.
Oh, yeah.
Close.
You were close. You're really close, man, to a lot of these things. I feel like such a dick every time I say no, too. I feel like such a... I won't... Yeah. Ian, it's your go.
Okay, let's try magazine awards for 200.
This is a tough one. I wasn't even born yet. This man won the first Wrestler of the Year in 1972 in a magazine.
Okay, Bruno Sammartino.
Good guess. Incorrect, but definitely a good one. I'll put it this way, boys, before we go a little further. I swung these categories by my buddy last night, who's a hardcore wrestling guy.
Yeah,
he got like a lot of these wrong. So
I
gotta tame down on my
okay.
hardness. Go ahead, Nate.
I don't remember how early this man was wrestling, but I'm just going to throw it out there.
Try it.
Terry Funk?
No, it's good. It's a good one, man. Because Funk would have been a good one. No, Pedro Morales.
My next guess.
They're big New York people, man. They love the New York in the magazines. So, like, and Pedro being a champion of WWE, they loved him. Pedro was horrible, too. I see some of Pedro's matches. They're not.
Yeah, I've seen some, too. I was like, ugh.
They're not. Actually, let's start with Morocco, but that's about it. Okay, Nate, it's your go.
King of the Ring for 200.
And the 1996 King of the Ring tournament, there was one non-tournament match, was for a WWF title. Which title was it for?
Which title?
Yeah. There was only 3 back then, so it's 3 to pick from.
Yeah, kind of slims down your picks. 33, third Scott Steiner.
I'm going to guess the Intercontinental.
No. Ian?
So now I have a 50-50 shot. I'll just go with the tag titles.
You're correct, sir. Tag titles in a cage match. Sorry, we'll stop right there for a second. I'll bring you. What I do now is like I see before. I'll bring you guys in and kind of like, hey, how'd you get into wrestling? So Outlaw and Nate, let's go to you first. How did you first start watching wrestling? What got you into it?
When I was about 5 or 6, my uncle introduced me to wrestling, and then I started watching old, Shawn and Stone
Nice.
Cold and Undertaker, Hogan, Flair. I've always idolized Stone Cold. He's been my favorite since I started watching, honestly.
Nice. Right on. Awesome. You ever been to any shows live?
I've been to one or two
Nice. Right on.
about
Cool.
mid 2000s.
Nice. Right on, man. Awesome. Good story. Ian, how about yourself, man? What got you into wrestling?
When I was a little kid, I briefly saw like Hulk Hogan and Randy Savage, some of the old ones, but I didn't really know what wrestling was because I was really little. But then when I got older, I moved to a new town in Oklahoma, and I was starting junior high or middle school, and I was the new kid in town. I didn't have a niche or anything because like I didn't know any kids there, so I was just
Yeah.
like trying to make friends with like trying to figure out what's the cool thing to do. Like all these cool kids were saying all these things. I'm like, that doesn't sound cool to me or anything. This one kid said you should get into Pokemon. I was like, okay, I don't know what Pokemon is. Let's get into Pokemon, and then I got into that. And then this next class period is like, I'll figure this Pokemon thing out. But then I saw this kid wearing like a DX shirt. I'm like, what's that? He goes, because it said suck it. And I was like, whoa, that. He goes, that's pro wrestling, dude. I was like, okay, what's pro wrestling? And he told me about it. And then one of my friends from church, the very first kid I met from church, was telling me about because he was wearing an Undertaker shirt and then his Kane shirt. They were talking. I was like, oh, I'm going to watch this wrestling. So I watched wrestling at their house. Then it's just developed over time. I loved it. The first ever match I remember watching was the Stone Cold versus Undertaker First Blood match, where Austin Undertaker head with the camera, and then I was like, okay, this is pretty cool. I like this. This is different more than anything else. And then I got hooked in it, and I've been a fan ever since then. But a real short story about that is that I'm getting to it, and my son was about 4 years old at the time, and he didn't. Daughter liked it. Now she's into it as much too. She knows everything about AEW. Her favorites are Jericho and Sting, and she says she wants to be like Britt Baker. When they're not like Britt Baker being a dentist and a wrestler, but she wants to be a child psychologist and a wrestler. So we'll see. But
that's cool.
She already got her name, and then my youngest, my 9-year-old, said he wants to. He's just the 9-year-old, perfect age watching wrestling. He said he wants to tag with Orange Cassidy, and he goes, I said, Bud, you're a little smaller than Orange Cassidy. He goes, that's fine. I'll be Tangerine Cassidy. So
nice. Awesome.
So, mine also, my daughter passed. She was born the same day Randy Savage passed away.
Oh, okay.
When she has her matches, she's going to give tribute to Luke Harper or Brody Lee and give the discus letter, say yell out for Brody, and then when she dumps off the top rope and does an elbow drop, she's going to say for Macho Man.
That's awesome. That's very cool, man. Right on. Sounds like a good time at your place, play with the kids. Definitely.
That's our thing is wrestling and Pokemon wrestling and YouTube.
Right on. Awesome. Good stories, man. Perfect. All right. Like every time I do that, I forget who was up last. So you guys remind. I think did you go last, Nate, or was it Ian?
I think I did. I don't know, honestly.
Okay. We'll let Ian go. Ian's your go, man.
Let's go. Let's go. WWF pay-per-views, closed circuits, premium live events, 200.
This is a hard one, man. I'm sorry. I feel so bad. Lowest WWE buy rate ever.
Okay. I watched a thing of that the other day. Ooh, I have two in mind. I'm gonna try to think.
Yeah, go ahead.
Was it? It was something. It's probably in the 90s too. Is probably In Your House. One of the In Your Houses.
Okay. Let's let Nate get a shot. I'm gonna figure. Go ahead, Nate. Try that, Nate, try that. We're gonna figure something out here in a second. Nate, you try it. And I'm gonna kind of figure something out here, but you try to pick it too. If you have an idea, Nate, what it might be.
I was honestly gonna guess In Your House too. So
okay. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna give you each 100.
Okay.
On that one, because it's a really, really, really like I wouldn't get this, man, and I'm a hardcore trivia guy, right?
Okay.
It isn't In Your House, so that's why I'm gonna give you each 100.
Okay, that's fair.
It's In Your House 5, and I mean I don't even know the main event of that pay-per-view, so it's The problem with it, I put it down. Go ahead, man.
About WWECW's December Dismember, how horrible that was.
Yeah, that was. It's funny. If I bite it, we did a test last night. Like, he picked that. He didn't pick in your house, so he got that wrong.
It was in your house because the 90s, the early 90s was just.
Oh yeah, mid 90s was. Rough.
No way WWE was going to compete with WCW at that time.
It was bad. Nate, it's your go.
Let's go. Magazine awards for 200.
This woman won Woman of the Year in 2000 after the award being defunct for 26 years.
Oh, man.
Trust me, guessing isn't the worst thing, dude. I've had people on here that have guessed and got it right. So if you feel like if you want to guess, it doesn't hurt. Because if you lose the points anyway, right? So,
oh, yeah, I'm definitely going to guess, but I have 3 in my mind.
Okay, yeah. Go with your gut.
That's what I'm going to do. And I think she was still around at the time, and I'm going to go with China.
No. She was still around then. Actually, was she? Maybe not. Ian.
I don't know. Just let's go with, I don't know. I'm just going to thank Trish Stratus.
Stephanie.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'll tell you, we do a podcast where we review the old awards between the PWI and Wrestling Observer each year. We did like it. And every time like Woman of the Year came up, I always picked a wrestler. I never picked like an actual character.
Even think about, but be true.
Yeah. Ian, it's your go.
All right, let's do King of the Ring 300.
This man dominated the tournament in 2002, won all 3 matches under 10 minutes, and won the tournament.
Who is Brock Lesnar?
You're very correct, sir. Nate.
Let's go this day in history for 500.
Okay, I cannot pronounce this, but Denner Debonair, or whatever it's called, skip between MJF and Chris Jericho aired on this day in 2020. It was so well received it was nominated for this.
Oh, man.
500 questions are usually pretty hard. They're supposed to be hard, at least.
I'm just going to give it a guess, too, if I guess.
Yeah.
I can't remember the exact name of it, but I'm just going to guess. Was it the Observer Award?
No. Ian?
Completely off left field, probably nothing wrestling related, but a Tony Award.
Yeah, man.
Ah!
He guessed it right, buddy. Impressive. Ian, it's your go.
All right, let's go Under the Hood for 300.
The Punisher, USWA.
USWA was the Mean Mark Callis, or a.k.a. The Undertaker, Mark Calloway.
You are correct, sir. Nate.
Let's just finish off this day in history for 400.
This Canadian man passed away on this day in 2016. Man, you're getting screwed on these questions, but I apologize.
Oh, sorry.
You're just getting the really hard ones, man. I feel bad when that happens to someone. They get the hard ones. You know what I mean? But go ahead, man.
I don't have an answer.
It's all good. It's a tough one, man. Ian, you want to give it a shot?
I don't know why I think this. I don't even think he's from Canada, but James Mitchell.
Frenchie Martin. Oh. That's like 80s stuff. You guys are. I assume everyone's born in 1978, like I was.
Well, I'm close to you. I'm 85. I'm not that than you.
yeah, he managed, Bravo. Ian, it's your go.
Let's do Magazine's Award for 300.
This was the first non-North American match to win Match of the Year in PWI.
Was a British Bulldog against Bret Hart at SummerSlam?
No. It is incorrect. Outlaw Nate, you got a guess?
I do not have a guess for that one.
Okada and Omega.
The match was good too.
Yeah, from New Japan.
Man.
Yeah. Um,
Have you seen the match Kenny against the little girl?
I seen it couple. Yeah, I seen that was cool. Yeah,
Like this was Asuka, and when her, I'm like, Asuka's older than Kenny.
yeah. Nate, it's your pick.
But Kenny,
Under the Hood for 400.
Mr. JL, WCW. You're like, why the fuck didn't I get the Punisher? That's what you're thinking.
Yeah.
1995 was the year, by the way.
75?
95.
Oh, 95. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to guess him because of the JL part.
Yeah.
And I hope I say his name right, but is it Jushin Liger?
No.
I had to take a guess.
Oh, definitely, man, for sure, yeah. Ian?
Was it? I don't even know if you ever wrestled for Justin. And you said 95?
Yeah.
Was it Just Incredible?
Jerry Lynn.
Oh, dang it. Hey, Al, I should have thought Jay. Oh, he's going to give. Come on, he got to give Perry at least a hit Perry once.
That's why I was trying to go off was the JL.
Yeah. Ian, it's your. Go ahead, man. Sorry, I cut you off.
You're good. Let's go back to WWF pay-per-views for 300.
This was the first live WWE Network special.
Oh. I like to think it was a WrestleMania, but WrestleMania 30?
That was the second one, not the first one. Nate?
That's why I got WWE Network.
Yeah, oh yeah, no, I got it for that too. I remember I could actually tell you something once Nate answers. I'll tell you a funny, interesting trivia, but go ahead.
Okay.
Nate, when it's ready there.
I'm going to go with the Elimination Chamber.
NXT Arrival.
Ah, okay.
So do you know what the actual first show was they ever showed on WWE Network?
What's that?
WrestleMania 1.
Oh, that's good. They needed to.
Because I remember when it came out, my buddy, because I'm in Canada, so we always have the VPN everything because we can't get shit. And my buddy actually, he VPN'd it, and I was working. He's like, dude, guess what the first thing they're showing is? I'm like, WrestleMania 1. He's like, how did you know that? I'm like, I just assumed it was either Mania 1 or Mania 3. Nate, it's your go.
Let's go. Let's finish off Under the Hood for 500.
Who?
Who? Oh man. I can't think of his name.
I'll think about it for a second. Take your time, man. You don't have to rush. We're not going anywhere.
I'm just gonna guess the Patriot.
No. Sorry, man. Ian?
I'm trying to think. Just go with Leaf Cassidy.
Jim the Anvil Neidhart.
Really?
Oh wow! I never knew he wore a mask.
Yeah, he did it. It was a weird one where he only did it like once. He attacked Earthquake once, and that was it. And they just kind of got rid of it because they probably fired Neidhart for like the 19th time. Ian, it's your go.
Just a second.
Sure, man. No worries.
Thought I need to answer the phone from my mom. So
that's all good, man.
Let's try King of the Ring for 400.
And what was overshadowed by Mankind in the Undertaker match? This man won King of the Ring in 1998. Taker and Mankind had that crazy match. Nobody ever thinks about who won the actual tournament.
98? Was that The Rock?
Pardon me?
Was that The Rock?
No. Rock was in the finals. He was the runner-up, but he didn't win it.
Yeah.
Nate?
I know now.
What is Ken? Or I don't say that. Ken Shamrock?
Attaboy. There you go, buddy. Ken Shamrock is correct. All right, here you go, Nate.
Let's go ahead and finish King of the Ring off for 500.
This woman won Queen of the Ring in 2021, and I don't know who the fuck this person is. I'll tell you that right now. I haven't watched it be in forever.
Oh my!
But you gotta let Nate go. Don't jump in there, Ian.
No, I'm trying to think.
It's a tough one, man. That's why it's 500. I don't know when they did Queen of the Ring. Did they do it like on a pay-per-view or something?
They did it at like Saudi Arabia or something.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I don't like the one.
And,
Any guess?
the only one I know that's won it, but I don't think it was 2021. Zelina Vega.
That's the only one I could think of right now.
You are correct. You are correct, brother. You are correct. Who is she? I don't know. I've never even seen that person. Is she Salvi Vega's daughter? I know. I'm not trying to sound like an idiot, but
Have you seen any of the LWO on SmackDown?
I've heard about it, but I haven't seen it.
Yeah, she's in the LWO. She was with Andrade when he was in when he's in NXT.
Okay. Yeah, cool. Well, good.
She's married to Aleister Black, or I should say Malachi Black in AEW, and she's a girl.
What's that?
She's a cosplayer, and I like her too. Besides wrestling, so.
Well, good going, Nate. That's going, man. Good for you. Ian, it's your go.
Let's do magazine awards for 400.
And slow. See my video. I'm all excited for that. Look at me go. Oh shit! I didn't see it. We want to wait. You're down to 0. I'll let you wager up to 500.
Let's do 200.
Okay. In 1994 and 1995, both years, feud of the year for both years were brother feuds. Who were the feuds?
So is it 2 feuds or 1?
Yeah, feud? Like 94 was brother feud, 95 was brother feud. So which one was in 94? Which one was in 95?
94 was goodness. I think Owen and Brett.
Okay, what about 95?
95. I don't know if there's any other set of brothers. Like, oh, wait a minute. Yeah. Let's go Owen Hart and Brett, 94. Rick and Scott in 95.
Get the first one right. Ian and Axel Rotten.
I should get at least 100 points for the half of it.
I'll give you 100. We'll pretend. Okay. There you go. I'll give you 100 for it. I'm feeling generous. We're at the end, and we're kind of like, what the hell? Nate, it's your go.
Let's finish off magazine awards for 500.
This legend won Rookie of the Year in 1975.
Oh.
Sorry, my lighting's kind of crap right now in the room.
You can't really see much anyway because it's a board. The board's there, so we really can't see you. You're good, man. You're good. Nate, any?
I'm gonna just take a guess.
Yeah,
go. I don't think he's wrestled then, but Jake Roberts.
Oh, incorrect. Ian?
Flair.
It is Ric Flair.
Which
is funny. It's not his rookie year. That's PWI for they rookie like 3 years after he started. Flair had already been in a car or a plane crash at that point. But that's PWI for you. They're like, well, you're a rookie. Ian, it's your go.
400.
Oh, okay, 400. Here we go. This was the first closed circuit WWF event ever.
Okay. Wrestling Showcase?
No. Nate, you want to give it a shot?
I have no clue.
Fair enough. Showdown at Shea, 1972.
Oh, wow.
And I'm a weirdo and I really want to see that. And my buddy's like, why, dude? It's Pedro and Bruno for like 85 minutes. I'm like, I want to see it. It's like, no, you don't. George, it's funny with that one. Remember George Steele?
Yes, George the Animal Steele.
He was a heel then. He ran because they did it in Shea, so they did it like not like WWE does it now where everything's blocked off. Like they just put the ring in the middle of the field. That's it, right? George Steele ran out of the dugout. I guess the police legitimately like were gonna fuck him up. Like
Wow.
because they thought he was crazy. It's back when it was hardcore kayfabe. I guess they either tackled him or something. He was trying to get to the ring.
Oh,
Running. I don't know if they
Pretty
messed up
fun.
the finish or what. But yeah, it's an interesting story.
Wow.
So last one for you, Nate, 500. This was the first show advertised as pay-per-view by WWF. WrestleMania 1 was a show on pay-per-view in select markets, so it's not WrestleMania 1. I had to put that in there because my buddy argued with me about that last night, and so it's definitely not WrestleMania 1. I'll give you a hint, brother, just to help you out, man, because I feel bad. It's in the same year. If you know anything about 1985. You were minus 11 years old.
I have to think.
So, and even give you a better one. It was a one-time deal. It was never done again.
Okay.
Yeah.
One time, yeah. Oh man.
And you're gonna be able to play Final Jeopardy. I'm gonna give you an opportunity to win too. So don't worry, brother. Not like I'm not gonna steal from either one of you, but I'm gonna give you an opportunity to make up for it in Final Jeopardy.
Okay.
I don't have an answer. I don't know.
That's okay. What about you, Ian? Any
Right.
idea?
Some random thing I just thought of for the reason for the Rock, the Rage in the Cage of '85.
Wrestling classic.
That's a showcase.
It was only done once, and there was a good reason why it was only done once, because it was a clusterfuck.
Okay.
It was a tournament, and it was messy, and referees were coming in on time, and JYD counted his own pinfall against Moondog Spot, and it was just. But there was a Dynamite Kid Randy Savage match that went for 3 minutes. It was really good.
3 minutes.
It was 3 minutes, yeah, because they were literally they had no time. They were running out of time, so there was like Savage or Dynamite gives Savage a superplex off the top rope, and it was the best thing the whole night. All right, so we have it. You're at 0. You're at minus 24. So I'm going to give you an option. Nate, you can bet 25 up to 2,500. Ian, you can bet the 500.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Okay, so how's that going to work? All right. So what I do is I show you the category.
I already have it.
You tell me what you bet, and then we'll go from there. So the category is oh shit, dark matches.
All right, well, let me get off here.
Uh-oh.
Gary, I'll see you tomorrow.
And it's
So
Bye. Bye.
I'll risk it all I can. Yep.
Nate's gonna risk it all. What about you, Ian?
let's do 400.
400. Okay. Here it is. Oh, don't say the answer out loud either. I'll tell you when to say the answer. On May 2nd, 1987, Saturday's main event had a dark match tag team with Ken Patera and Hulk Hogan versus these two members of the Bobby Heenan family. And I'll give everybody a couple seconds to kind of think about it.
You know what?
I'm going to take this here. 24.
I don't even know who all was in the family at that time.
Okay, so I'll give Nate a shot to go ahead and guess.
I can only think of one that was in there, but I don't think he was in that tag match.
Sorry, go ahead and guess, man.
I'm gonna go Honky Tonk Man and Andre.
Okay. What about you, Ian?
I was going to say the Warlord and Andre.
You both got one right. Andre Giant Hercules. And what makes it crazy to me, and by the way, Ian, you won there, bud. What makes it crazy to me, like they had the Mania match like in March, which was huge. I grew up on that shit, right? I was old enough to remember it vaguely. And Andre just didn't come back till Survivor Series. They had him in a dark match like 2 months later on a Saturday's main event. It was just really weird. Like when I seen that, I was like, that's so strange. Like I can't understand that for the life of me. So it was very weird to me how that was done. But again, First round's a little messy, boys. I apologize. It was really hard. I do because I feel bad. Don't feel bad, guys. So I'll tell you something. You know what? I wrote the questions. If I'm doing the same thing, man, I'm going to negative too. I guarantee it, man, because my buddy wants me to play next time, and he does the questions. That fucker will be giving me shit from 1952 and stuff, man. I'll be getting them all wrong. He'll make sure it's my board to be like, oh, look at let's give him like all Memphis stuff. I'm like, yeah, great. But no, it was awesome, guys. I appreciate you coming on. Ian, I'll let you know, man. We're done the first round now. So basically, everybody will reach out to people and kind of say, hey, we can play type of thing.
Hey, good game, brother.
Thanks, man. And hey, listen, man, you came close to a lot of questions. I'm not just saying that to you either. Like,
and you pushed me. You pushed me hard.
the showing like the negative doesn't give it justice, because if you lose a couple 500 questions, man, it's like you're in the hole right away, right?
Yeah.
So like it happens, man. But I appreciate you coming on. Honestly, Nate, watch the next round.
Yeah,
you're gonna see a huge difference in how the questions are laid out. They've been laid out because I've learned after doing these how to lay them out better and not make them so crazy hard. So, but I appreciate you boys coming on, man, and I'll update the brackets here, and we'll start round 2 soon.
All right. Hey, good night.
Thanks, guys. All right, man. Have a good one, guys.
We'll see.
All right, so that is the finale of round 1. We are going to start round 2 here, and probably in the next day or so. And we appreciate everybody watching, and definitely wait for round 2. It's coming soon.